Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Seed and Stone Village. I'm Joseph McCaffrey. Thanks for listening this week and joining us for this week's wandering practice, which is about and inviting you into walking differently in the world, or walking in a way in the world that's generative, authentic, and soul infused. And we'll start this practice by borrowing a practice from the Tom Brown Jr. and the John Young lineage. And if you haven't seen their work yet, I highly recommend researching and getting into some of their work. They have some great nature connection practices and programs. But let's get started into this practice. This practice will start with coming up to that threshold where you'll cross and wander into your wandering practice. And I'm going to invite you to start with this practice and moving into the wander by starting with this wide angle vision, or what is known as owl eyes. And essentially what you'll be doing is really creating this perspective where you diffuse your vision, where you're not focusing, as we often do in the day-to-day, on one specific thing, but diffusing your vision and really getting out to your periphery. So you might even extend your arms and wiggle your fingers and move them as far out as possible, seeing if you can see your fingers. And you're really creating this wide angle vision as you're wandering. And you'll hold that vision, that wide angle vision, and begin to walk in this way where it's really slowing down. And as each step you take, you land on your toes or your outer foot and then roll gently back to your heel. Taking each step, stepping slowly, landing on that, like your small toe edge of your foot, and then rolling to your big toe and then gently down to your heel. Holding your balance. Something might feel like a Tai Chi move. And begin your wander with that way of walking out into the world. Wide angle vision. This walk, sometimes it's known as the fox walk, slowing down and noticing what's happening as you're doing this within you and in the world around you. And then you may wander in this way for some time. And then if you might just wander your whole wander in that state of consciousness, in that way of walking. But the next step would be to imagine that everything is fully aware and conscious of your presence on this wander. And as you're wandering and you're moving in this way, you might express yourself in a way that feels somewhat like vulnerable and exciting. Could be singing to the land. It could be dancing or moving in a specific way to or for the land. It could be some other authentic, kind of risky, authentic, exciting way to express yourself, and you might even be surprised. You might find a voice coming through, or a poem. You might find a movement or a dance that you've never danced before come through. But whatever it is, it may be some sort of song that you sing every day, that you're singing to the land, that wants to be expressed in that moment, or some sort of dance you do daily or routinely, and you move that to the land. And do this for some time, and then stop and listen. Again, opening up yourself to listening to the land, listening to the beings on the land. And you may sit for some time in that place of listening. And then you may move back and forth between this expression and this listening practice. And when that feels complete, give thanks, give gratitude for that moment. And then move back the way that you started your wander, and that with that wide angle vision, with that walk, that fox walk, laying the toes down first and rolling down to your heel, really slowing down. And then as you come back across that threshold where you began, give thanks for your time on the land. Again, I'll be posting a small handout of these steps to kind of remind you of what you're up to on the land. Now remember that there's no right or wrong way to do this. As you're wandering out, follow your own authentic intuition. But I will create a little handout that you can download. Also, love to hear your insights, your experiences with this wander. Feel free to email or post on the comment section on the Seed and Stone Facebook page. Happy wandering, and enjoy your time out on the land.